see here. Go to my chat. Bye bye. Let's see. Alrighty. I almost turned it off. Ain't gonna be long before you almost had to cancel, cause but I say let me go ahead and go on through with it. But you know what? I gotta somebody sent me a video on Instagram, and that's what I wanted to get on here and just chat, just to it's easier to make a video sometimes through live. So this is not a Q&A. So hopefully I put that in the title so people know it's not a Q&A, but I figure instead of having to shoot the whole video, then upload a video, and I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or what, but I've been having a lot of trouble uploading videos. I've been having to upload them 2 times, 3 times, and I don't know if it's just too many people trying to upload on YouTube at the same time, or if it's my Wi-Fi, and then sometimes the whole video uploads and it has 0 minutes. It's the whole video, but it says 0, 0, 0, and so therefore it's registered as it has no time. So, and the way I can tell that the system actually sees it as no time is if you turn on advertisements. If your video is over 8 minutes, then they want to place mid-roll ads in there. But I have a video an hour long and it says 0.00, and it doesn't have mid-roll ads. And so something been going on with my YouTube, so I'm trying to figure that out. But I'm here. And then last time somebody was like, Tony, thank you for not putting no ads on the video. That wasn't me, because I just turn on the little monetization and then I let YouTube do the rest. That wasn't me. But they were unselecting it. The mid-roll ads, it was like after they approve it for advertisements, they were unselected. And then you have to manually select it. And now, I guess for viewer experience, they got it to where you select it, but it's just maybe 1 or 2, or it's a lot less. So I let YouTube do that on just their little algorithm, how they do it. And so God bless y'all. Hopefully y'all get what you want on that. But I wanted to pop on here because somebody sent me a video on Instagram, and it was a young man, and he was talking about it's from the Instagram page. I'm disappointed in the page because the page is spiritual word, and I just see a lot of stuff that ain't got nothing to do, that's not spiritual at all. And I think maybe at first they want to be something spiritual and just realize it pays more to be ratchet. And so they post all kind of stuff on there. And this shirt is one of the coaches at Baylor University basketball. He had this shirt, and so he gave me a bunch of them. So I got so many different colorways. So I wear his shirt more than mine. It's actually more comfortable than mine. And so, and I'm like, this old sacrilegious page talking about spiritual word, that make you think that you about to see something about God. And somebody sent me a video from there, and it's a young man, and he talking about he was married for 5 years, and it was incredible. That's what he said. It was incredible. And the only reason why he left is because he knew he wanted more. And the caption said he left because he got bored, which is basically the same thing. And then he said he don't want to be comfortable in a relationship. He don't want to be comfortable in a relationship, and he wants to that you got to be selfish. He said, you can't get out here in this world and live if you're not going to be selfish. And so he left after 5 years because he got too comfortable. And he didn't want to be in a relationship anymore because he wants to grow to his highest level, he said. And he said the relationship was incredible. Now, when I listened to the video, what I pictured was myself throwing my hands in the air and telling the car to run me over. And I was going to jump out the way at the last minute. But I actually got hit, and then I saw a headline that say life coach accidentally commits trying to make a video. So I changed my thoughts. And then I saw myself falling on the ground and just rolling on the ground. Like, that's what that video made me feel like. I just wanted to pass out. Like, what in the world did I just hear? What in the world have we come to? And the thing about it is, he probably just one of the few that's bold enough to say that, or articulate enough to say it. But honestly, that's the reason why almost any man who leave a marriage leave it, because it's not a lot of women cheating on their husband and that's why the man leaving. A lot of times it's the man, he wants something else. And this is so painful and it's so ignorant. I mean, the most ignorant thing I have ever heard in my life. I'm like, my goodness. It's just people not understanding the human existence. It don't matter what you do. You can ask somebody who skydive and they'll tell you, I'm tired of skydiving. The most exhilarating thing in the world, it'll become mundane to them because they do it every day, all day long. So if we are looking for a relationship that's going to make us feel good, and that's going to take us to our highest self, and that's going to keep us not being bored, we will never, ever be in a long-term, lasting relationship. Because no matter what you do, you build a tolerance to it. And you get to a place to where it's supposed to be like riding a bicycle. You're supposed to be able to just chill. You're supposed to be able to put you on a couple pounds. You're supposed to be able to let your hair down, let your hairline out. You're supposed to be comfortable in love. You're supposed to feel good. You're supposed to feel secure. And he said, and I saw somebody in the comments, I read some of the comments, and I saw a rapper in there, and it's like it would be a gangster rapper or saying something crazy. Talking about, oh, it's interesting perspective. I'm like, man, come on now. Come on now. Go sit down somewhere, man. We need to have just a man school to where you can't even say anything online until you graduate man school. Or woman school too. And because there's women in there, oh, I get it, I understand, that makes sense and all that. Like, what? Now let me tell you, to the people who thinking like that young man, y'all are going to be miserable your whole life. You're going to be miserable your whole life. You're going to be unsatisfied your whole life. And you're going to go through heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. Because when you get out there, when this young man and the young men who think like him, the men, it's old men think like that too. When these men get out there and they go to I'm want to look for something that's gonna, you know, grow me and something that's I'm not gonna get bored with. Guess what? You're gonna meet your match. You're going to meet your match. And you finna meet a savage out of the pit of Satan's house. And she finna to rake you across the coals, and she finna get you for every ounce of sanity, every dime in your bank account, and every breath in your body. She fixing to sift you like wheat. She fixing to devour you like the woman that the book of Proverbs warn us about. You finna get everything that you looking for. Because it is absolutely absurd, ignorant, and asinine for a man to say, I'm in an incredible relationship, but because I'm comfortable with this woman, after 5 years of marriage, I'm finna leave. 7 years of marriage, 10 years of marriage, 20 years of marriage. I'm leaving because I want more. More what? More headaches? More arguments? More bedroom action? Like more what? Like what's better than peace? What's better than peace? It's like, come on now. Come on now. I'm blown away. I say, wow. What in the world? And so listen to me. Love is selfless, not selfish. But see, the thing is, and when the young man was talking, it's like, I could tell he got a little bit of education. Well-spoken, articulate, and dumb as a box of rocks. At the same time, don't know nothing about life. Just the ignorant as a flea flying around. And I ain't being derogatory or disrespectful. I'm just using real life examples. That is the most ignorant mindset that a man could have in his life. To say, I'm leaving a relationship because this relationship is comfortable and incredible and I want more. What is more than incredible? What's more than incredible? And this the thing. And listen, I don't know what no good looking man look like. I don't know what no good looking man look like. I know what an ugly man look like. I couldn't tell with this here gentleman, but I know it's a lot of other gentlemen that think the same way. And listen to me. Listen. You ain't all that. You ain't all that. So it can't nobody fix their mouth to say nothing crazy like that. But ain't nobody can fix their mouth to say nothing crazy like that. But Jeff Bezos. Jeff, give me a call. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they can't even fix their mouth to say nothing crazy like that. But when you got that kind of money, okay, you could go holler about you want something more. But when you broke, and I'm going to tell you, if you ain't got 10 million sitting in the bank, 5 million sitting in the bank, we all broke. We all broke. Literally, when it come down to how long you going to live, to be able to say something crazy like, I'm leaving an incredible relationship, a marriage, not a relationship, an incredible marriage of 5 years to go be with somebody. Listen, ought to be sat down and spanked and put duct tape on the mouth. Can't say nothing else. Got to go through Real Man University, Real Man College, Real Man Academy before y'all men say anything else with this here foolishness. It is absolutely ridiculous. I say, man, this is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Just to have the audacity. And see, the men who's saying this look like somebody punched them in the nose. To have the audacity to have a punched in the nose face and then talk about, I'm leaving this relationship because I'm bored. I'm leaving this relationship because it's too comfortable, because this woman too incredible. Guess what? You finna get that woman that the book of Proverbs talk about around chapter 4 or 5. That's waiting in the wings in the alleyway. And she got her perfume and she got everything. And she finna take you in there, rob you, and get through with you. That's what you're gonna get. Because when you can't appreciate something good, guess what? You finna get something bad. And listen, people have to stop confusing selfishness. We call it selfishness. I done made that mistake and said selfishness. Setting boundaries for your life or setting standards for your life, that's not selfishness. That's self-love. But he literally was actually talking about selfishness. Because when you leaving a marriage and the woman ain't cheat on you, the woman ain't disrespecting you, when you leaving a marriage, then yes, you being selfish. And guess what? How in the world? He do not believe in God. He do not believe in God. And if he believe in God, he ain't of no kind of faith. He believe in a men like this. I ain't just talking about the video, but men like this. When I say he, I'm talking about the men that fit in this here, what I'm talking about. They believe in a fairy. They don't believe in of a faith. Because it ain't no faith that's of God that's gonna okay you leaving an incredible marriage because you want something more. And he could be, these type of men, they could be talking. It's just the green grass syndrome. That's all it is. It's the green grass syndrome. And you got different types. And this is why I tell y'all, that's why dating is important. Because you got to get to know this person before you go into covenant. That mindset of selfishness and boredom, that was already there before marriage. That ain't come after marriage. That was already there. But see, you got to take time. And see, the thing about this is something that's an insecure man. Okay. Nayasha took the words out my mouth. Nayasha took the words out my mouth. I know I'm saying your name wrong. He want a man. And see, I don't comment on videos, but when I tell you my thumbs was itching, I had to fight so hard not to type, you want you as a man. You want you a man. That's what more you want. Because it ain't a sane, heterosexual man in the world that's going to come out his mouth and say, I'm leaving this marriage because it's incredible and comfortable. I'm literally about to fall out. I seen that. This got to be an April Fool's joke. This has got to be a troll. It's finna come out tomorrow. It was a fake video. It was some kind of troll. It was a TikTok challenge to say something absurd to get your family or your wife up in arms and see they reaction and post it online. It got to be fake. It got to be fake. But then what these type of men will come out and do, they'll come out and say, I said it was incredible, but I didn't mean it was, I didn't literally mean that. Honestly, if I just want to be honest now, what I was trying to say is I wanted to protect my ex. I didn't want to badmouth my ex. I didn't want to point out flaws of my ex. And these men now sitting there with a punch in the nose face. Ain't nothing special about them. You don't got no $1 billion to offer nobody to be hollering about, I want more. More of what? And see, a lot of times men, we always could look and see the grass green over there. We always can look at another woman and see her with something that our woman doesn't seem to have. And as a man, we could look at a woman who she might look good, and she might look gorgeous. And we might look at our woman and say, well, she gorgeous, but it's gorgeous. I love her gorgeous. This woman over here, gorgeous, gorgeous. But then the man will go get with the woman that he think gorgeous, gorgeous. And he'll wake up with something to his neck. Every other night, he'll wake up with something to his neck. And he like, what in the world did I do? Why did I leave comfortable, incredible relationship for what I thought was gorgeous, gorgeous? And then, or that thing smelling like sardines, been left out, just sitting in the sun. And he done left the incredible relationship and get a woman who he thought was gorgeous, gorgeous, and went to go do something with her and just fall out. That thing hit him. That thing smells so putrid. He can't eat a dead fish. And I ain't talking about no natural fragrance now, no natural, just, natural body. I'm talking about literal dead fish. But he thought that it was better over there. And see, this is the other thing. Some men, y'all looking at this woman who make a lot of money. You're looking at this woman who grind and she get it in. She do her thing. And you looking at this woman and you like, I want that kind of woman. I want that kind of woman. I remember one time my wife thought I wanted that. I remember she said, I know you probably want a woman who is like a boss and do all of this. I said, why would I want somebody who do the same thing I do? Why? I'm a boss. What I want a woman that's trying to be a boss in the world for, because if I got to go here and she got to go there, who with the kids? So I'm like, I love the fact. And it was early in our relationship, a moment of weakness, just going through, because she was gonna go be a doctor. She was in school to be a doctor. And then we had our first son, and she locked all the way in. And my wife, she a perfectionist. She gotta be the best at what she do. So she got a book that literally was 700 pages long, and she read that whole book to master parenthood. And the stuff that every other parent was going through, we was not going through it, because my wife read a 700-page book written by doctors on how to raise kids. And because she did that work, our son was sleeping through the night. He never slept in our bed. He never slept in our room. He slept through the night. He never had terrible twos. He never had temper tantrums. Everything was different because she prepared herself at the highest level. Somebody say she real boss. Yes, she is. But it was that moment, and everybody who here, if we being real, we had our moments. So women who are in the world, being a boss in the world, will look at a stay-at-home mom and desire that life at some point. Especially if the stay-at-home mom is happy. Now, if she miserable and can't spend no money, can't do nothing and all of that, no, she don't want that. But if she happy and she the CEO of home and she don't have to go punch nobody clock, she don't have to work 40 hours a week, the woman who working 40 hours a week will look over there sometimes and desire that lifestyle. The woman who is independent, but her life pushes her into motherhood, and she don't have to work because her man make enough money that she don't have to work and he don't want her to work, then she may sometimes look over at these memes and at these women saying, never depend on a man, never let a man pay all your bills, never let a man do this, and you need to have your own money. So the woman that is completely taken care of, and she actually happy and got a good life, if she keeps seeing all these women praise bosshood, 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 it's sometimes it's gonna play on her and say, man, I wonder, should I do this? I do this. And my wife had to come to a place to where she had peace, to where she found peace within herself. It wasn't coming from me, it's coming from comparison is the thief of joy. So when we look out and we see other people doing this and that, so I remember her and her friend was at the store doing business plans. They was at Starbucks making business plans, and they both had an epiphany. And she came home and she said, you know what? Me and such and such was sitting there working on our planners, on our journals, working on our goals, and it just hit us. We get the opportunity to give 100% to our 2 children in this season of our life. And so why are we trying to take time away from our kids to do stuff that we can do when our kids go to college? And she just came home with that. And I say, baby, listen, whatever you want to do, you want to be full-time with the kids, you could do that. If you want to be full-time working, you could do that. If you want to take the MCAT again and apply to med school, and we got to move to the Dominican Republic or the Tennessee or the wherever, Texas, Maryland for med school, I could work from anywhere. You could do that. I'm going to support you whichever way you go. So I had to realize that I got a good woman. And I already knew it. And I see women come who were bosses, who making $250,000, who making $1 million. And on the flesh, as a man, you're going to think, well, man, if I get a woman who make $250,000, then that's $250,000 I don't have to make. I don't have to stress. That's $250,000 worth of stress I don't have to have. But you know what I kept finding with the women who was making $250,000 and $1 million and $2 million? They wanted a relationship so that they could sit down and build a family. And they want their man to be able to take care of the household. And so I said, okay, so this is the grass greener. I'm like, here go this woman who making all this money, and posting all these pictures, and these women got all these other women kicking themselves and mad when 9 out of 10 of these women want to be sat down so that they can cultivate the household. And so what ignorant men do, when I say ignorant, I'm talking about young, ignorant men, is they look outside because they too young. They look outside and they see a facade. They see a woman who is portraying herself to be everything that the housewives and that the working wives are not. And because that woman that he's attracted to, she want to be in the place of his wife. And if she get in the place of his wife, she going to get comfortable just like his wife is comfortable. Like a wife is supposed to be. A wife's supposed to be comfortable. She supposed to be able to let her hair down. If she want to eat some Oreos at midnight, she supposed to be able to do that. The goal of a man is to provide security, not anxiety. So when a man talking about they bored in their relationship and they leaving because they want more, that is the dumbest thing in the world. Y'all too young, or you too immature if you're old. That is ignorant. What you want is a boring wife. You don't want no wife that every day she trying to hop on your pole and your brains out. That's not what you want. Because it's something in her. It's something in her that gotta like that now. Now, okay, yeah, she can have a week. She might have a week like that where she just really feeling frisky. And she want you to be her lily pad and she ready to leap. But now every day, consent. Listen, it's that right there now. You need a little therapy. Need a little therapy because that thing needs some time to rest. That thing needs some time to rest. And I'm telling you as a man, that thing down there need time to rest too. That thing could get sore. Got too much going on. Hey, you need some time to rest. But these men out here looking for a woman that's finna rock their world. And they think, and what they forget is that this woman, yes, she looked like the scary roller coaster at the theme park when you just getting to know her. But after you get to know her, she gonna be the park bench. Just easy, just chill. After you get to know her, she not finna be that roller coaster that take you 200 feet in the air and then drop down like that, the way your scrotum feel like it and hit your toes because of that gravity. That woman not finna give you that kind of ride all the time because she's human. She's not a robot. So you know what I love? I love to see some dirty dishes, a messy house, some laundry that ain't done. Because you know what it say to me? My wife is human. She's being authentic. Because as humans, we don't always feel like washing dishes. We don't always feel like doing laundry. We don't always feel like cleaning up no house. That's authentic. That's what you want. If a woman around here got you on your toes and she around here the life at you all the time, every day, 3 times a week, this how you better sleep. If a woman cook 3 meals a day, if a woman cooks 7 days a week, this how you better sleep. If a woman don't put no happy marriage weight on, this how you better sleep. If she don't get a little pudge at the bottom of that stomach, this how you better sleep. Because she going through some things. Because that ain't human. Humans gonna get to a place when you happy that you gonna relax. So listen to me, fellas. You got to grow up. You got to grow up. See, it is a little boy mentality to always need to be turned on, to always need to be going, to always need to have something to do, somewhere to go. That's a little boy mentality. See, little boys, pay attention to little boys. Little boys, until they're ready to go to sleep, little boys just can't do this. I took my son, my 7-year-old. I took them to my suite at the football stadium, and we was but it was the college game. I can't waste all that money on the NFL game. We was at the college game, and nice chairs in there, captain chairs. You know what the little boys doing? I'm like, my goodness. You know what they doing? Keep hopping up, keep hopping up, keep hopping up. They got to hop up. One of them, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. One come, I got to go to the bathroom. All of them going to the bathroom 2-3 times every 5 minutes. They go in the bathroom. Ain't got no pee in them, but going to the bathroom. Keep going to get something to eat. Keep going to get something to eat. Keep going to get something to eat. One of the little boys, God bless his heart, got him a Sprinter and threw up. All in a Sprinter. I had to do that thing from the movie, what Martin was doing, Woosah. And that same mentality that's in them little boys. That's what's in these grown men that's leaving a relationship and that woman ain't cheated on them. The woman ain't cheated on them. The woman ain't disrespected them and cursed them out. The woman ain't undermined them. But he see a new booty. He see a woman with a bag on her. He see a woman with this here on her, a woman with that there on her. So he gonna leave a good woman who by his side because she put on a little bit of weight or a lot of bit of weight. It don't matter. Where her heart at? Where her heart at? Listen, I'm 40, 50 pounds heavier than when I got with my wife. So who would I be as a man to say, oh, because you done put on X amount of pounds, I'm bored. I want something more. I gotta be selfish to get out here in this world and to live. I gotta be selfish. If y'all know that boy that made that video, you went to school with him, find somebody who went to school with him, send him this here video. Man, listen, you got to get it together. Because listen to me. One thing I could tell about y'all kind of guys, y'all ain't never really had no women. Y'all ain't never had no women, and that's why you want to leave something that's good to go chase something that's a thrill, that's a fantasy, that's challenging, because you ain't had no women. Because one thing, if you a man who done had women, he looking for comfortable. He looking for peace. He looking for a boring wife. A man who done had plenty of women and done been out there and realized, like Ecclesiastes say, it's all vexation of spirit. It's vexation of spirit. He want peace. Listen, I don't want to be turned on all the time. I don't want to be turned up all the time. I don't want to be challenged and have to be arguing all the time, debating all the time. My wife trying to out hustle me. She trying to out business me, out travel me. And it got to be a competition. No, I want her to be able to rest. Now, if she want to grind and she want to do all that, then guess what? I'll be able to see that before I marry her. And if that's how her personality and that's what she want to do, because I saw a lady's comment that she want her husband to be at home and she want to go out and make a living. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I would imagine there's heterosexual men who could be stay-at-home dads. I would imagine. And when I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad, I was a grown boy. I was looking for a come up. I wasn't no real man. But hey, God bless you now. But at the same time, she has to evaluate that and see if she's saying that out of fear. See if she's saying that because she feel like if a man make all the money or if a man provide the living, that he's not gonna let her spend, or he's not gonna give her a voice, or he gonna up and lead her like these men doing. If you want to get out here in this world and live, you gotta be selfish. You gotta be smart. You got to have wisdom. Wisdom is your key to a happy life. Like the book of Proverbs say. You got to have wisdom, not selfishness. You got to have wisdom. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better. And I'm telling you, listen, the same thing I tell women. When women come to me complaining about their man, I say, listen, is he cheating on you? No. Is he beating on you? No. Is he abusing in any way? No. Do we communicate with you? Yes. So what's the problem again? Well, I'm just not turned on. I just don't feel that. I say, you know what else you're going to feel with that? Something going upside your head. You better appreciate that cool, calm, and collected man. The same thing I tell women is the same thing that men need to hear. And I'm going to tell you, I remember talking to my daddy. And I said, Daddy, I was like, Daddy, man, my wife won't express herself. Like, she won't tell me what's wrong. Like, she won't, if we get into a disagreement, she don't say nothing. She just nod her head. She never, my wife has never brought up a meeting. She has never said, we need to talk. Ever. She never said, we need to talk. She never said, hey, I want to talk to you about this. And I'm nowhere near perfect, but she never have brought anything up because she understand what really matter. Me leaving the toilet seat up, she not going to leave me for that. Now, she'll say something, can you please leave the toilet seat? Can you please put the toilet seat back down so I stop falling in there when I have to go use the bathroom in the middle of the night? I'm like, oh, I left it up. I was like, oh, man, I must have sleep. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that now. Hey, I'm sorry about that. But that ain't nothing worth leaving over. And so here's the thing. I went to my daddy, who's older, wiser. He say, son, he say, you better appreciate a woman that ain't always bringing up nothing. He said, you better appreciate that about her. He said, because you keep begging her to talk. He said, you might mess around and get some, more than what you want. He said, that might turn into nagging, the way it's a kingdom issue every day. And I say, you know what? You got a point. Because she really showed me how she feels just based on her energy, and her silence speaks loud. So I say, you know what? You got a point. And later she let me know, she said, well, I'm not really a talker because I'm a fighter. She said, I'm the type of person that if I'm mad, I'll bash your head in the wall. So I can't say nothing. I said, oh, okay. Okay, I respect that then. That's how you is. I respect that. And that's what I have to tell. That's what I have to tell men. Listen, don't worry about nothing. The number one most important thing in a relationship is honesty. It is loyalty. If you got somebody that's faithful to you, and when I say faithful, I mean the full encompassing of the word, meaning faithful in finances, faithful in love, faithful in word and deed, faithful to you, somebody that is trustworthy. That's what I have to tell these men. When you got somebody that is faithful, that's all you need. That's all you need. Do not go chasing a woman's ambition. Do not go chasing a woman's body, her booty. Do not go chasing a woman's submission. Do not go chasing a challenge. Do not go chasing a thrill. If you got a woman that is loyal, meaning, and when I say loyal, I don't mean dumb. I don't mean weak. I don't mean naive. I mean she's not lying to you. She's not deceiving you. She's not manipulating you. She's not mistreating you, misleading you. She's not cheating on you. If you have that, don't worry about them extra pounds that she may put on. Don't worry about her edges thinning out. All that could be fixed. You could go to Dr. Jim, GYM, work out with her, eat healthy with her, sleep healthy with her, get her some growth serum for them edges, get her some mayonnaise and some berries, hire her a specialist that's going to treat her head and take care of her scalp and get in that hair and do the hair growth that she wants. All that could be fixed. All that could be fixed. She get dark circle under her eyes, get her some whatever that is, Botox, filler. All that could be fixed. See, today men leaving over boredom, and we trying to change women like we change cars. You change a car every 3 years, every 5 years. So men want to change a woman every 3 years. every 5 years. Because he wants a new booty. Because he want, and this is the thing. What that young man who made that video don't realize is he going to go through that cycle until he find peace within himself. It ain't no woman that's going to be able to push you to a place of growth out of your selfishness that you're going to feel good with. All you're going to be doing is changing women in your bed. And at the end of the day, you're going to be empty and you're going to be lonely. And when you too old to walk and you're in your wheelchair, the woman that you got out of your boredom that you want to push to your highest level of growth, she going to flip you right over in that wheelchair and go on about her business. And she going to make sure she got your life alert button with her. That's what's going to happen to you. She going to tip you right down the steps. You finna be, that wheelchair finna be, down them steps. And you going to be, hell. That's what's going to happen to you. You know why? Because you can't play people. You can't leave a good woman, a quote unquote incredible marriage of 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 1 year, and then expect the universe, because that's what they believe in, the universe. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in Christ or Allah. They believe in the universe. So, okay, you believe in the universe? What you think your universe about to deliver to you when you just walk the woman down the aisle, wasted 5 years of her life, not including the dating years, and then gonna leave out of boredom and then make a video about it to further humiliate and embarrass her, so that now when she go get her hair done, everybody in the salon, the book upside down. That's her. That's the one who, you seen the video? You seen the video? Child, he left because he said he bored. He said he need to be pushed to a higher level of growth. Yeah, that what he said. Look at her. Oh my goodness, I see the pain in her eyes. Ooh, her eyes baggy. She been crying. Oh my god, you know what, child? I'm finna pay for a hairdo. I'm finna pay, because she done lost some more edges since he did that. That's what everybody in the salon doing. This fool went and got online. Got to call him a fool. And I apologize. Because the Bible says don't call nobody no fool. Unless they're a fool. But we got to, and see, this is the thing with men. As men, we can't be bullies. You can't take and dog no woman out and then go humiliate her online. And this is what I'm seeing a lot of men do. They lead a woman and then want to sub-tweet her, sub-post, subliminal posting, and all of this. Want to go live and kick her out the house. Want to go live and kick her out the car. Want to go live and cuss her out and talk bad about her. Want to get online and post pictures with another woman. Want to get online and treat another woman like a queen and post pictures of it to dry that last woman in the ground when the woman ain't even do nothing. And today we got grown boys who got the audacity to cheat on a woman and then try to make the woman look like the bad person because she wasn't willing to, quote unquote, ride or die. This the thing, man. We got to do better. Because listen to me, fella. Listen to me. I'm getting ready to go. To every man in the world, and y'all can clip this part of the video and just share this part. To every man in the world, listen, it's time to grow up. It is time to grow up as men. It's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself. It's time to stop making excuses for yourself. It's time to stop chasing lust. Stop chasing a fantasy. Stop chasing a thrill. And grow up and become a real man and accept responsibility for your life. Accept the responsibility that comes with the vows that you make. Accept the responsibility that comes with the covenant that you make. And be a real man about yours, because you cannot run from your responsibility. Take care of your children. Go broke taking care of your children. And if your children making you go broke, then guess what? Learn how to earn. Learn how to earn your leisure. Learn how to earn your luxury. Use your mind. Tap into your mind. Shut this thing down here beneath your belt line. Shut that down. Shut that down. Stop giving that pleasure and start tuning this up right here. Start tuning this up. This right here. When I stop trying to feed this right here, when I stop trying to worry about that head and I start worrying about this head, guess what I did? I went from earning $20,000 a year to being a millionaire. I went from earning $20,000 a year to being a millionaire. When I shut that down, that head down, and started feeding this one, and started saying, hey, I got responsibilities. I got a wife to take care of. And guess what? I don't want to see another wife more taken care of than her. What I got to do? And I got to be legal. And I got to be in right standing with God. What I got to do to have her comfortable, to have her laid in the shade, to have her peaceful and blissful. What I got to do? Guess what? Your mind gonna serve it up and deliver it to you. I need my kids to be at their best. I need them to have everything that they need. I don't want them lacking anything. What I got to do? What I got to do? This what as men we got to focus on. Stop trying to please this down here and start trying to fix this up here. Start healing. Heal from your pain. Heal from your insecurity. Heal from your lostness. Heal from that and become a real man. Go get therapy. Get you some therapy. Sit down and talk out your problem. Talk out your pain. Listen, stop listening to grown boys who feeding your narrative and listen to a grown man. Because a grown man is going to make you uncomfortable. A grown man is going to offend you. A grown man gonna offend the grown boy in you. A grown man gonna offend your insecurities. A grown man gonna offend your immaturity. Talk to you a grown man who has accepted 100% responsibility for his life. A grown man who said, I made a vow and I'm gonna stand on that. I have made mistakes, but I'm going to repent on that. And then I'm going to change my ways. And then I'm going to do right. And I'm going to stand on that. Talk to those kind of men. Talk to men who not running from the work. You know what? It's work to be with a woman. It's work to be in a marriage. It's work to be a father in the household with your kids. It is work. It is a sacrifice because you dying out to your flesh. You crucifying your flesh. Talk to the men who standing on their responsibilities and they not running from the work. Talk to the men who not making excuses for themselves. Talk to the men who not mad with their ex because stuff didn't work out. Talk to the men who not ignoring that he played a major part in making his baby mama a savage. And that's why she a savage about that child support. That's why she a savage about that visitation. Because of what he did when she put her heart in his hand. He showed her that he a savage. So she had to show him Tuka play that game. But then he want to go out and baby mama bash. But want to ignore the fact that he was a piece of trash. Stop talking to those men who butt hurt and who have not repented, who have not matured, who have not grown up. Stop talking to those men and talk to a grown man. And I guarantee you everything a grown man tell you, you not going to want to hear. It's going to make all the sense in the world, but you ain't going to want to hear it. You know why? Because it's painful. It's painful to be selfless. That's why the young man say he got to go out in the world and be selfish, because it's painful to be selfless. It takes growth to be selfless. It takes strength to be selfless. It's easy to be selfish. It's easy to be selfish. You got to be a man to bite the bullet. You got to be a man to stand on what you say you finna stand on, to uphold your vows. Unless that woman break the vows. If she break the vows, now you got the right to leave because she crossed you. But if that woman ain't cheated on you, dogged you out, disrespecting you, doing you wrong, as a man, your word is your bond. You gave your hand in marriage. You told her you're going to protect and provide. You told her for richer or poorer, for better or worse. You ain't worth the shoelaces in your shoe if you can't stand on your word. If you can't keep the word that you gave to a whole human being, that you gave to her mama, that you gave to her daddy, you ain't worth the shoelaces in your shoe. You ain't worth it. And guess what? The world gonna do with you. Your universe, because you ain't serving God. You ain't serving God. Guess what your universe gonna do with you? Chew you up and spit you out. Finna dog you out. Fixing to dog you out. Because how you treat people, what go around, come around. You reap what you sow. That ain't just Jesus Christ. That ain't just Holy Bible. That ain't just Quran. That ain't just Watchtower or whatever book you read. That's universal law. If a man make a vow to a woman and that woman ain't did nothing to that man and he get bored and talking about he need more in life and he got to be selfish, what in the world you think finna happen to that man? Everything under the sun, the most ungodly finna happen to that man because you're nasty, because you're disrespectful, because you're untrustworthy, because you're no good, you're immature, you're insecure, and you got to grow up. See, this the thing. Men, as men, and see what I'm just saying to these men, it's women who feel sorry for them. It's women and men who feel sorry for them. Oh, you're being too harsh. Oh, you need to soften up your words. Oh, you ought not talk to people like that. And see, that's the problem with the men of our society, is we feel like we could do the worst to a woman. We feel like we could sell a woman a dream, walk a woman down the aisle, marry this woman in front of all her friends and family, give her her dream, and then crush her heart, cheat on her, dog her out after marriage. It's different if it was dating, because that's trial and error. It's different if it was before marriage, because that's trial and error. You trying to work through some things. Both of y'all trying to learn. Both of y'all trying to grow. It's going to be a lot of mistakes made. And it's going to be mistakes made in marriage. But in marriage, you got to correct the mistakes as a man. You can't just get tired and throw in the towel. I'm bored and I need to go in the world and live and be selfish because I want to have somebody that's going to help me grow to my higher self. What? Sounds stupid. Come on now. We got to do better. Hey, this Tony Gas. I can't go across an hour because I'd be hard pressed to get a man to listen past 3 minutes because it's too much truth. Make too much sense. And guess what? That's what the truth it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt now. Hey, we're gonna get them boiled peanut now. We're gonna get them boiled peanut. And I don't know the website, and I don't know if they ship it yet. I'm getting the boiled peanuts out to you. And I don't know the website of this shirt either. Sometimes I get the website, I post it in the description. So if I text my guy and get the website for the shirt, I'll put it in the description. And my guy with the boiled peanuts shipping them, I'll put that description in there too. Hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.